Blessed Basil Moreau, as the founder of the Congregation of Holy Cross, is the spiritual father of all Holy Cross priests, brothers, and sisters, like those of us serving in Family Rosary and Holy Cross Family Ministries around the world. He is the spiritual father of Venerable Patrick Peyton. And their lives bear some striking resemblance. For example, both were born of peasant families. Father Peyton in Ireland, Blessed Basil, 110 years before him in Western France in the year 1799. France was still in the throes of the French Revolution. The French Revolution was a defining moment for the beginning of what we might call our modern period, as the voices of atheist rationalism, atheist humanism began to gain great influence, as they certainly have today. It was a very difficult time. After apparently peaceful social restructuring began in 1789, as you might remember from your history classes, soon, within a year or two, then began what's called the Reign of Terror. It erupted, demonstrating that already this humanism without God has no foundations. So it can it can degenerate very quickly into corruption and even violence. Young Basil Moreau was surrounded by the effects of the French Revolution. His parish priest had a bounty on his head simply for being a priest, and he had to carry on his ministry in secret for years. The Reign of Terror destroyed the education and healthcare systems in France, and its leaders did all they could to destroy the church. Finally, after things settled down a bit, the parish priest could finally gather the children of the village to study again when Basil was about 10 years old. And only then his schooling began. All of this made a huge impact on him, leading him to become a great leader in rebuilding Christian faith and rebuilding the educational system through the religious community he was instrumental in founding. Yet he always remained a humble man who understood from his own experience the questions, the struggles, the longings of the human heart. And that made him a man of great passion, great compassion, while at the same time he knew with clarity and conviction that it is only in God and in faith in Jesus Christ that we can find our way today. Only in God and in faith in Jesus Christ can we find our way today. He was passionate for Christ and passionate for the well-being and the salvation of people. He knew they always have to go hand in hand. Like Patrick Peyton, Basil Moreau learned this in his home. In his home. Like Patrick, Basil came from a large family where Christian faith was their lifeblood. Like John and Mary Peyton, Father Peyton's parents, Louis and Louise Moreau, Father Moreau's parents, spawned a great love of God in the heart of their son. At the center of Blessed Basil's mission was his immense desire that God be known, loved, and served. That God be known, loved, and served. A century later, this desire of Father Moreau would be renewed in the tireless mission of his spiritual son, Patrick Peyton. The family that prays together stays together.